Hey friends, this is Atif. Hope you're well and welcome to the new update on Bitcoin. Few hours back, Bitcoin broke out the resistance of this down channel but rejected by the next resistance of $20,800 and re-entered the same channel. And in today's video, we will discuss this move, and I also want to show you the inverse head and shoulder pattern that has been formed on the 4-hour time frame chart. And we will also take a look at this very significant support of $19,500 as well. But before starting this analysis, if you are not subscribed to my channel, then do subscribe it. And for more ideas, you can also support me here at the Patreon, because here I'm sharing different trading ideas for you, and you can find the link to join me here in the video's description I've shared. So let's start the analysis. And first of all, let me to begin this very small time frame, hourly time frame chart. And here we can see that Bitcoin is moving inside this channel since 25th of June on this 1-hour time frame. And we had, by the way, a nice zigzag move between the resistance and support. And here for a while we broke it down. And I was telling you that if it will break down, then our target to the downside can be approximately 18,000 here at $18,600. And you can see it is dropped at $18,595. And after that, the price line recovered back and re-entered the channel, and even a few hours back it has broken out the resistance, but unfortunately rejected by the next resistance of $20,800. And you can see that on this short term, it is also a strong resistance. Like, it has been breaking as a support here, as a support here, as a support here, as a resistance here, and as a resistance, 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 and resistance. And right now again it is working as a resistance for Bitcoin, and we are rejected by this resistance and re-entered the same channel. And here you can see that it has also formed a double bottom. And if I place a trend line here at this bottom, this is the value, $18,736. And let me take you back here. And we can see here it was working as a support back on 18th of June. And here it worked as a slight resistance on 19th of June. And recently here it worked as a support and again worked as a support. Therefore here in the short term, we have found another support at $18,736 before the support of this $17,900. And here Bitcoin previously, after this drop, also formed a double bottom as well. So in the near short term, we also have another support at $18,736, and you can see that the price line has formed a double bottom. But these two supports are in the short term. The major support, the major long-term support that we should be looking for at is at $19,500. And if I take you to the weekly time frame chart, then you can see that this $19,500 has been breaking as a resistance here for several weeks back in November 2020. And here it has been breaking as a resistance back in December 2017. And it was also the high of December 2017 as well. And you can see that we are still moving under this resistance of 200 weekly simple moving average. We are not able to break it out. We need to break it out as soon as possible. Right now it is moving at $22,487. Now we should look at the closing on this candlestick. If, for example, if we will have the closing below than the support of $19,500, then there will be a probability that we will drop to the next support. And the next support is not at $14,000, not at $13,800. That was the previous high of 2019. We have the next support here at $12,300 because we have more touch points here. You can see that this level has been working as a support here on this weekly time frame chart, as a resistance here in Feb and March 2018. And here for several weeks, you can see it has been working as a support, resistance, sorry. And here it was breaking as a resistance. Therefore, if we will have the closing below than this level, you can see that previously here on this week that was started on 13th of June, we had a very long spike beyond this support, but the price line was recovered back, and we had the closing at $20,552. That was above this support. And if this candlestick will be closed below than this support, right now we are again moving below than this support, then there can be a probability that we may move down to the next support of $12,300. But there is another very strong support we are having. If I place a simple moving average 300 of the weekly time frame, then you can see that previously this was for the first time we touched this support here back in March 2020, and we could not break it down. And again, this support is coming between this support and this support of $12,300. Therefore, after breaking down this support, and in order to reach there, price line also needs to break down this support of a simple moving average 300. That will be really very difficult. Now, if we take a look at the stochastic and RSI is still the extreme in moving in the extreme oversold zone, and we are having the most oversold value in the history of Bitcoin. Right now it is at 25.83, and if we watch the stochastic on the weekly time frame chart, it is again entered the oversold zone, and still we are having a bullish divergence by the stochastic. You can see that the price line formed this low here, the next low is here, and if we take a look at the stochastic, it formed this low here, and the next low is higher than the previous one. So there is a bullish divergence by the stochastic on the weekly time frame chart that is also indicating that we have found a bottom here at $17,900 after this drop. Now let's take a look at the inverse head and shoulder pattern. This is 1 hour time frame. Let me take you to the 4 hour time frame from here, and on the 4 hour time frame we can see that here we had a big drop. Here we had the formation of left shoulder. This was the head, and this was the right shoulder of this inverse head and shoulder pattern. And right now we are again moved under the resistance of the neckline of this inverse head and shoulder pattern. Unless this move is not lower than the head, this right shoulder is still valid, and it is possible that we are now still forming the right shoulder here. And now this time the neckline can be here. Now let's take a look at the previous neckline that I was showing you. Here we had a rejection, here we had rejection, and this was the final rejection, and we were moving above this resistance of the neckline of this inverse head and shoulder pattern. We broke it down, and now after this drop we can also adjust this neckline here. Now we have several rejections here, and several rejections. We have more rejections here, and only we need to ignore this rejection from here. And now we have the neckline of the inverse head and shoulder pattern here. And for example, if this drop will be lower than the head, then it can be invalidated. Now let's take a look again at the target of this inverse head and shoulder pattern. Then after this breakout, this time the target can be slightly lower because this trend line is moving to the downside. And for example, if we will have a breakout from here, then our target can be $26,340. So this was the update so far. I hope that you've liked the analysis. Then do hit the like and do subscribe to the channel as well. And for more ideas, you can also support me here at the Patreon, because here I'm sharing different trading ideas for you. And you can find the link to join me here in the video's description I've shared. Take care. Goodbye.